Today.
Hello and welcome to Q Today. I'm Allison Duddy.
And I'm Nate Bell, and this is our show for April the 12th.
All right, our top stories from the Observer. Values are up, sales down in the local real estate market, and provincial dollars flow into Quesnel.
And coming up later in the show, we have a conversation that I did with George Young.
Great, look forward to that. So here at Q Today, we bring you the recent news from the Quesnel Caribou Observer, and we also bring you our own stories from the community. Now let's get right into the news here with Nate.
Okay, thank you very much, Allison.
You're
Here we
welcome.
go. It's that time of the year to look at our real estate values as we get into spring season, and it's a mixed bag. On the one side, the BC Northern Real Estate Board reported 900 sales to the end of March, compared to over 1,000 last year for the same time period. On the flip side, values per property increased. This year, the total value was 212, which was very close compared to 220 of March of 2012. According to Gilles Jansen, president of the BC Northern Real Estate Board, this was a modest pace. She said further, continuing low mortgage interest rates combined with lower prices have improved affordability in some areas. And specifically in the Gold Pan area, realtors reported 46 sales worth $14 million for the first 3 months of 2013. You know, basically, this is not really a story, because this is what Quesnel is all about. We're very, very stable. We don't really boom, and we really don't bust.
Yeah. All right, thanks for that, Nate. Well, Prince George Mackenzie MLA Pat Bell toured the community last weekend, delivering giant checks to several community groups. Bell handed the Alex Fraser Park users $75,000 towards complex improvements. The Billy Barker Day Society was pleased to receive $25,000 to help fund this year's 40th anniversary. Wow, 40 years of Billy Barker Days.
Mm-hmm.
The Women's Resource Center received $5,000 to support women coping with domestic abuse, and the Quesnel Lions Club received $10,000 towards developing a plan for seniors' housing.
Well, it's election time, and as Ron said last time, the money's flow.
That's
Everything's
right.
tight, and then all of a sudden, hey, here's a little bit for you. But whatever. Okay, well, the Caribou Nuggets is a newly formed band as of February, and they are not, however, new to the music circle. Elaine Simpson, rhythm and vocals, has been singing and playing guitar for many years, and lead guitar John Kobeck has been playing with Elaine for 2 years. Barry O'Brien, vocals and rhythm, were also known to have played with the Good Old Boys, and is now in a band called Old in the Country. They're still old. His wife Kathy took up the bass and joined them. Sounds like they're having a good time.
It does.
Elaine, John, Barry, and Kathy have been friends for many years and have decided to form a band and see what comes of it. So, get your dancing shoes on and enjoy the music at Where the Rivers Meet Country Bluegrass Jamboree. It's running April 18th to the 21st at the Senior Center, and tickets for the 4-day event are $30 per person in advance and for the entire weekend. And they're available at Circle S Western Wear, $35 per person for the weekend at the door, or $10 per day at the door also.
All right.
You
You ever check it out?
Yeah, I've gone to it lots of times. I used to
never
get up
been.
there and get on stage with them, and
Really?
Well, yeah, because I was the mayor. Okay, get that clown up there, do your little thing, get out there so we can hear more music.
You'd get up there and throw down?
Yeah. Hey.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, well, Annie Gallant wrote a story in Wednesday's Observer asking, what makes a great volunteer? Now, according to one of this year's nominees, Helen Boudreau, a great volunteer has a willingness to do the work that needs to be done, regardless of the task, takes great pleasure in working with others, and has the ability to recognize when you're not enjoying it anymore. Then she says it's time to move on. Now, Boudreau is one of the 6 local citizens nominated for Volunteer Citizen of the Year. She certainly is a very busy volunteer. And although she modestly said it's only a few hours here and there, I'm sure it works out to more than that. But she sits on the executive of several organizations, including the Seniors Society, Lawn Bowling, the Horseshoe Club, the Royal Canadian Legion, and as well she organizes fundraisers and other activities for a variety of causes. Now, Boudreau has earned the respect and admiration of her peers and says it's an honor to be thought of so well. However, she admitted it's her volunteer commitments that get her out of bed every day. And she said, "I do it because I enjoy the sport or organization." The other 5 nominees this year are Keith Watkin, Jean Stimson, Bernice Heinzelman, Linda Atkinson, and Patricia Klassen. Quesnel's Volunteer Citizen of the Year will be announced at the gala event, which is coming up on April the 23rd. Doors open at 5:30, dinner at 6:30 in the Legion Hall. Tickets are $20 each, and they are available at City Hall.
You know, those are really wonderful people that have been put forward, and it's going to be very hard for the judges to make a decision.
No kidding. Yeah.
The Quesnel Museum begins its 2013 Heritage Speaker Series with Chilcotin author Felicity Klassen. Cowboys, trappers, ranchers, politicians, and millionaires are a few of the characters that Felicity encountered growing up in Chilcotin Lodge at Risky Creek during the 40s and 50s. She'll tell the stories and read from her book, Chilcotin Ramblings, and she'll share her photographs and paintings and comment on the changes she has observed in the intervening years. The presentation is at City Hall Council Chambers, April 16th at 7 o'clock. Admission is by donation, and Chilcotin Ramblers will be available for purchase at that time.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For sure. All right.
Chilcotin's a beautiful part of the province.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that would be neat. All right, the CF-18 demonstration team is arriving in Quesnel this August for Skyfest, Quesnel's international air show. I was going to say art show. The CF-18 demo team will perform in Skyfest on August 3rd and 4th. And this year, their theme is the common thread that ties Canadians of all backgrounds together. To celebrate this theme, the demo Hornet will display tail and dorsal art created by veteran graphic design director Jim Beliveau. The artwork represents the diversity of our country that is united by the common thread. Now, during the 2013 show season, the CF-18 demo team will participate in 19 Canadian air shows, 7 shows in the United States, and a deployment to Colombia. Now, their approximately 30-minute demonstration is a very dynamic and loud display of the excellence required to keep the Royal Canadian Air Force among the best aviation organizations on the planet. So for more information on Skyfest, you can visit their website at www.quesnelskyfest.ca or follow on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a
Sounds
big
like
year.
This year's show is going to be a big one.
Yeah, and those people, those volunteers are very dedicated to it too.
That's great.
Okay, and now on to sports at the end of the ski season. The Lightning Creek Ski Club finished off their season taking a raft of medals at Sun Peaks, and they ended their season on a high note before closing out the season in a parent versus kid race and awards day at the end of March. With a contingent of 50 skiers, the team took 12 medals over the course of the competition. Lightning Creek also had 36 of their skiers sitting in the top 3 of the speed and jump competitions, but no medals were given out in these events. In the final team outing of the season, parents joined their children on the slopes at Troll to take in a fun race. After the races, the team gathered for a potluck and awards banquet. The team would like to thank all the people who were generous with their time and money and made the season possible, as well as the sponsors from the seasons.
That's great.
You know, I've never skied, but I admire those people.
You know what?
They're always happy. They're so happy. Actually, it's infuriating sometimes. They're so happy.
I got into skiing when I was 16. I went out. They used to go with the schools. I don't know if they still do that now or not. But I got skis for my birthday, and then we had our car accident, and I ended up in a wheelchair, so I didn't get to ever use those darn skis.
Yeah.
It was a thorn in my side.
Yes.
All right, well, moving on. The Big Brothers Big Sisters Quesnel Bowl for Kids' Sake is coming up very soon. Joni Newman is the coordinator of the event, and she dropped in to talk with Nate here about the kids served by the program and how bowling helps. So let's take a look at Nate with Joni Newman.
I'm here with Joni Newman. Joni, you're of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes. Hi, Nate.
We've known each other for a little while.
Yeah, I've been involved with the agency since 1997.
Right.
And I've done different things, bookkeeper, marketing assistant, and I'm doing the I'm the Bowl for Kids' Sake coordinator for the annual event this year.
And yes, it's going to be April 28th, Sunday, and we're going to talk about it in just a moment. But first of all, let's have a little bit of background on Big Brothers Big Sisters. You've got the whole idea, first of all, the whole idea of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Maybe I just walked in from planet Mars, never heard of it.
Every child that needs a mentor should have a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
We have different programs. We have the traditional matches with a big brother and a little brother, and we have couples for kids, which is a husband and wife or a partner and matched with a little.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have in-school mentoring and teen in-school mentoring, which is an hour a week in the school.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Big Bunch program where the children that are on the wait list are able to have a outing once a month. And we do different things, like this Saturday we're gonna cook lunch with the littles,
mm-hmm.
and we go to the movies and
mm-hmm.
Go swimming.
Yeah.
And just some things that the kids don't normally get to do on their own.
That's right. And I understand that there's almost 200 kids involved in the program. Is that right?
Last year we served 196.
Okay, so we only need 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. And you work with my wife, Maggie Bello there, and also Michelle Riley.
Riley, yeah.
That's right. And so the 3 of you work there, and most of the funding that you have to you use for your budget comes locally. Is that right?
Yeah. Anything that's raised local stays local.
Oh, okay. And so my understanding is that outside of a little bit of gaming money, you've really got to hustle all the time.
Have to.
Yeah, it's not an easy job, is it?
No, it's not an easy job,
Yeah.
but it's really fulfilling when
Mm-hmm.
you see the smiles on the kids' faces when you are at the group outings or they come to the Bowl for Kids' Sake event, and it just makes it a whole lot better.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the Bowl for Kids' Sake. Okay, here are some pins. Here, are these the actual bowling that we're gonna do?
No.
Okay, this is a prop. Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, it's at the Quesnel Rev
Bowling Lanes, April
right?
28th.
Uh-huh.
There's 4 sessions.
Yeah.
To date, we only have about 9 teams, so we need a lot more teams.
Come on, Quesnel,
Yeah.
let's get out there.
Yeah, so if you have 4 or 5 of your friends, family, or colleagues that would like to put in a team, they just have to give me a call. I'll talk to them about it. I'll bring them and drop off a pledge package. And then if they sign up online and collect pledges online, then their name can go in for a $100 gift card from Mark's Workwear World.
Okay, that sounds great. The thing that I know from going to it for a few years, that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Most people dress up, and this year the theme is the big birthday bash, because it's 100th anniversary celebration for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Canada.
Well, 100 years that Big Brothers Big Sisters have been in Canada.
Yes.
And that's an amazing number. It's before a lot of other service clubs.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they really got in here and started working with kids back in Toronto, I believe.
Yeah, it started in Toronto.
Right. Okay. So it's a birthday bash. So people have to dress up with.
They can dress up whatever they want to dress up.
With their birthday suits.
No.
Okay. Not with their birthday suits. Okay.
Birthday suits covered.
Okay.
But I mean, they could dress up as clowns. They could dress up as birthday cakes. They could dress up as candles. You know, whatever they wanted to. It's all fun.
Yes. And as we said, just to be serious a little bit about it, this is a major fundraiser, and really you have a goal of $15,000 for this year.
We'd like to raise $21,000.
$21,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And the way you do it is if there's 200 people out there that each could go to their friends, raise $100 each, and bring it in, you'll get that for sure.
You betcha. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are there who are some of the sponsors for this event?
Well, we have Central Mountain Air is a major sponsor, and Via Rail Canada is a major sponsor. And we have been going door to door through the businesses, and they've been really good to give spot prizes. We have, if you get 3 strikes in a row, you come up and get a prize, and there's
always
and
prizes
fun.
and
all
people
day.
yelling and having a good
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
right. So this is an election year, and I understand that you've got some special lane sponsors there this year.
We do.
Yeah.
Duncan Burnett and Corley Oakes and Bob Simpson all have agreed to be lane sponsors this year.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations to the candidates. And you need a few more lane sponsors.
We do. We have the candidates so far, and then we have Dunkley Lumber, West Fraser. So we only have 6, so we need 4 more.
4 more lane sponsors calling. We'll call Shaw. We'll call Shaw. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it only takes $250 to be a lane sponsor, and then your name goes at the end of the lane for all day long, and you're mentioned throughout the day, and then in our advertising, and you get put on our website.
Okay, that's good. So people know. All right. So the prize. Before I let you go, the prizes what's a big prize that is going to be out there this year?
Central Mountain Air donated Quesnel to Vancouver for 2 people, and we have Sandman Inn, so you could put it all together, and then various businesses down in Vancouver, TELUS Science World and the Aquarium and different places that we'll put together as a package for a Visit Vancouver package.
Yeah.
And then Via Rail donated Prince George to Jasper for 4 people.
I want that one. I know what railroad.
It would be really nice.
I love traveling on the trains. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it would be really nice.
Yeah, really good.
So,
okay, so final message, final plea, anything we missed?
Sunday, April 28th. If you need to have any questions, just give me a call, 992-7257, and we really need you to come out and help us.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Joni.
Thanks, Nate.
Appreciate it. Have a good time. I'll be dropping by.
Okay.
And, you know, your former celebrities, you know, this is as good as Quesnel does. Okay. So thanks very much. Back to you guys. Well, George is getting very close to Quesnel as we come very close to concluding our series of his early years in the middle of the last century. Here I am, Nate, in conversation with George Young.
Good job at introducing yourself.
Thanks. Okay, we're back, and we are just leaving Soda Creek.
Right, yes.
Okay, that's great.
And so you can see on the cabin here, there's a big wharf here, or a big thing here, and that's where farmers used to bring all the vegetables and potatoes and carrots and all that stuff down, and pile it on here, and then when the sternwheeler came, they'd load it onto the sternwheeler.
And last week you told us this was a sort of a castle-like.
Yeah, it looks like somebody from like some other country that had built it there.
Yeah.
You know.
They got that German influence, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, some more old cars.
This is the same old car, yes. And then this is a cabin down there that had one of the guys down, miner or something, inside his cabin.
Yeah.
And this is that old boat again, and this is at the old Soda Creek ferry.
Yeah. Who is that, George?
I can't think of his name.
Okay, but you did a little work on that to restore that picture, didn't you?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Okay.
And this is the Soda Creek ferry.
Yeah.
Here, and then it's an old vehicle crossing it there. And this down at the bottom picture here, that's the bellows that they use for the forges and stuff.
Right,
yeah.
Get that air in there.
And then we're going down towards, up towards McAllister now.
Right.
On the old Soda Creek Ferry Road.
It's the old Soda Creek Ferry Road, okay.
Yeah. And here's that old Hart Park tractor there doing the hay and stuff there that we seen earlier in the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the railroad just on the side hill coming up.
Yeah, when did the railroad come, do you know?
Oh, in the 1920s.
Yeah, okay.
Now when I went to school down at McAllister here's the school that we went to.
Yeah.
And here's the woodpile that we had, and Donnie Gilbert, that was a school teacher back then.
Yeah.
And down below us, we all went down, and here was one of them sternwheelers that was broken up on the ice there. And it was parked up beside the Fraser River there. And that's in about 1953. These pictures were there. And we tried to get Quesnel to take them, but the parts, but nobody was interested in it at that time.
Okay, and now it's all gone, now washed away?
The ice took it away, but that's really something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some folks that maybe remember.
Yeah, there's
Eddie Williams, Dorothy Williams, Bob McAllister, Ralph Williams, Francis McAllister, and Roy Williams. And Elsie Randall and June McAllister. So some of those folks are still around there, hey?
Yeah, isn't that something, eh?
Yeah, it's great. Okay, I think, do I have 2 pages here? Nope, there we go.
Okay, now, McAllisters are longtime residents of there, and they had a reunion. I'll just bring this down a little bit. And the reunion, it says 1911 and 2011. And
wow.
when
yeah, just a couple years ago, they had their 100th reunion. Okay.
Yes, and this brown
I recognize
house,
these guys, yeah.
Yeah, that brown house there, it looks the same now as it did when I was a little boy. And these are all the different McAllisters that went to that school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and all these ones are here.
Yeah, okay, great.
And then there's just some more pictures. And this this car there, I remember he bought that thing new, and it still has it.
He did? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But when we used to come down the road, we used to make a turn right here, and there used to be a barn here, and every Saturday night or something, or Saturday morning, there used to be a car stuck through to the barn and stuff like that. And then one of the schools that I went to is just above that, and that's it right up there on the right-hand corner there.
So they fixed that up, hey? That's great.
So that's the old Alexandria School that doesn't exist anymore.
That's right.
And then down below there used to be Netherlands sawmill and stuff, and this is the old thing. And they had a lot of people, little houses and stuff around there, and that was it was quite a little mill there. And that's where that mining place where they load the mining things at McAllister is there. And of course now we cross the railway tracks, and we're coming up to these people here. This is the Dazer's house, and this is at Marguerite. And they looked after the school teacher used to stay there at Dazer's place there.
Wow.
Now the bottom picture here, this is the old Marguerite store.
And where is this located, this Marguerite store?
Right at Marguerite, but it's not really there anymore.
Oh, okay, okay.
And this is the Bowers and all them people that used to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And the Billers used to run this store. And that's just, this is back when I first, this is pretty well.
So when did this store stop operating about?
Oh, it burnt down about in the 50s, I think.
In the 50s? So you were a kid? You were still a kid, okay.
And now, anyway, my sister, there were some guys came to the store and stuff, and they're from the other side of the river, and this guy, you can see him with a moose there and tied up there and stuff, and the dog behind him. And anyway, they were teasing my sister there to take her for a ride, eh? And this is another picture of it, but it's not quite as, it's a little bit better quality, eh?
Yeah.
Now, just before we start here, we're talking about, we come down and we come to the Marguerite Ferry.
All right.
And on the other side of West Quesnel, this was the Buckridge store, and this is how it looks today. And back then, this is how it was then, and some of the kids that went to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So that's where we're going to end off today.
Okay.
All right, now let's see what's happening in Quesnel with our community calendar.
QToday, 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 QToday.
And just one thing, you know, we only had one sports story.
Oh, no, not again.
That was for a reason. Because the other sports story in the paper was about you. Congratulations again.
Thanks,
I know
Nate.
you got a big glow on. I know your family is calling you, sending you things. And I just want to say, why not? One more time. We have a celebrity a very skilled celebrity.
Well,
too.
thanks, Nate. I just can't say enough times what a great time we had. And to be able to bring home a medal on top of that it's just an amazing feeling.
Yes.
I've been telling people, try and bring me down. Like, it can't be done right now. Every song I listen to on the radio in the car is like the best song ever. Right? Like, everything is just so good right now.
Yes, right on. Well, enjoy it.
Thanks very much.
As always, thanks to the Quesnel Lions for helping us make our show possible. Their next garage sale is Saturday, April 28th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Maple Park Mall. And the Lions Mother's Day Pancake Breakfast is set for May 12th on the Lions housing lot on the corner of Reed Street and McNaughton.
Great.
Watch for times and details. And remember, you can watch us anytime on the web at qcatv.ca or check us out on Facebook. Big Q, Big T, all one word.
I love the way that you do that with such enthusiasm. All right, that's it for this show. We want to hear from you with your story and your comments on our show. How do you think we're doing here at Q Today? Remember, whatever you think is important, we definitely think is important. So email us at qtoday@qcatv.ca. And as we leave you today, enjoy a little bit of music from Christine Allen's collection.
Okay, remember,
Q Today is about
Quesnel talking to Quesnel.
Bye for now.
Days grow long, and soon I hear winter song. Yeah, but I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. Days go long, and soon I hear winter song. Yeah, but I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, when autumn leaves